Welcome to our deep dive into the fascinating world of ancient Egypt. Today, we're uncovering 50 intriguing and lesser-known facts about this incredible civilization. From their advanced writing system and impressive architectural feats to their unique religious beliefs in everyday life. Get ready to explore the mysteries of ancient Egypt. We'll uncover surprising facts about their customs, inventions, and the legacy they left behind. Get ready to have your perceptions challenged and your curiosity ignited as we journey back in time to ancient Egypt.
The Egyptians used over 700 symbols in their hieroglyphic writing system, a complex and beautiful script.
Imagine a world without paper. Thankfully, ancient Egyptians invented papyrus, a form of paper made from river reeds.
Ever wonder how the Egyptians kept track of time? They developed a 365-day calendar based on the Nile River's floods.
Chapter 4. Beauty Secrets of the Ancients. Both men and women in ancient Egypt wore makeup. Kohl eyeliner, in particular, was believed to ward off evil.
Chapter 5. The Art of Mummification. The mummification process was a lengthy one, taking up to 70 days to fully embalm and wrap a body. Chapter 6. A delicate extraction. To preserve the body, embalmers removed the brain through the nose using specialized hooks. Unlike the brain, the heart was considered sacred and left inside the body for the afterlife. Egyptians didn't just mummify people. Animals, including cats, birds, and even crocodiles, were mummified as offerings.
Ancient Egypt granted women surprising rights. They could own property, make contracts, and even divorce their husbands.
Amulets, worn for protection and healing, were often placed within mummies for the afterlife.
Cats held a special place in ancient Egypt, considered sacred and linked to the goddess Bastet, a symbol of protection.
Pharaohs weren't just rulers, they were considered living gods, the embodiment of the god Horus. Chapter 13. A landscape of pyramids. Over 100 pyramids dot the Egyptian landscape, though not all served as royal tombs.
Chapter 14. The Lifeline of Egypt. The Nile River was the lifeblood of ancient Egypt, providing water, food, and a means of transportation. Chapter 15. A toothache in time. Despite their advancements, Egyptians suffered from tooth decay, a consequence of their diet.
Contrary to popular belief, skilled laborers and artisans, not slaves, built the magnificent pyramids. The first recorded labor strike in history? It happened in Egypt around 1170 BCE, organized by tomb workers.
Egyptians possessed impressive medical knowledge, documenting surgeries, diagnoses, and herbal remedies.
Even female pharaohs like Hatshepsut wore ceremonial fake beards, a symbol of their authority.
Egyptians believed in an afterlife where the soul, or Ka, needed a preserved body to exist.
To deter grave robbers, pharaohs' tombs were often inscribed with elaborate curses. Chapter 22. Osiris, once a king, became the god of the afterlife and resurrection, a central figure in Egyptian mythology.
Chapter 23. Egyptians utilized a decimal system and understood basic geometry, essential for their architectural achievements. Chapter 24. Egyptians used frayed twigs and a mixture of ash and herbs for brushing their teeth and cleaning.
Chapter 25. Guardians of Order. Ancient Egypt had a form of law enforcement, with soldiers and trained dogs guarding tombs and maintaining order. Chapter 26. Reaching for the Heavens. Obelisks, those towering four-sided pillars, were dedicated to the sun god Ra.
Chapter 27. Beauty as medicine. Kohl and other cosmetics weren't just for looks. They were believed to protect the skin and eyes from infections. Scented oils and perfumes played a significant role in religious rituals and were offered to the gods.
Temples and shrines were central to Egyptian religious life, considered the dwelling places of the gods.
To protect them from robbers, many mummies were hidden in secret caves, their locations known only to a few. Scarabs, those dung beetles, symbolized rebirth and fertility, linked to the god Khepri.
False doors carved into tombs were not for the living but for the spirits to enter and exit the afterlife.
The Egyptians used unit fractions, where the numerator was always 1 in their mathematical calculations.
The dead were often buried on the west bank of the Nile, symbolically linked to the setting sun and the afterlife.
The Tarkhan dress, over 5,000 years old, holds the title of the oldest known woven garment in the world.
Family life was central to Egyptian society, with both monogamy and polygamy practiced.
Many Egyptian gods were depicted with animal heads, like Horus with a falcon head and Anubis with a jackal head.
The Great Pyramid is remarkably aligned with the constellation Orion, associated with the god Osiris.
Priests often shaved their entire bodies as a symbol of purity during religious rituals.
Bread and beer were staples of the Egyptian diet and even used as a form of currency.
Pharaohs were believed to be the earthly embodiment of Horus, the god of kingship, ensuring their divine right to rule. Some temples housed animals considered sacred to specific gods, like the Apis bulls for the god Ptah.
Ma'at, the goddess of truth and justice, represented the cosmic order crucial to Egyptian society.
Egyptian art followed strict guidelines, particularly in depicting the human form, with heads always in profile.
The Book of the Dead, a collection of spells, was meant to guide the deceased through the challenges of the afterlife.
Egypt shared strong cultural and political ties with Nubia, including trade and military alliances.
Even in ancient Egypt, children played with toys, including dolls, balls, and miniature animals.
The shaduf, a hand-operated device for lifting water, was a vital invention for Egyptian agriculture.
Crocodiles, creatures of the Nile, were associated with the god Sobek, symbolizing fertility and power. Cleopatra VII, the last pharaoh, was of Macedonian Greek descent, part of the Ptolemaic dynasty.
Thanks for joining us on this journey through ancient Egypt. We hope you enjoyed these fascinating facts about one of history's most remarkable civilizations. From the pyramids to the pharaohs, from hieroglyphs to mummies, ancient Egypt continues to captivate our imaginations. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing content.